Hi, Susan Yasui here, and today we've got chapter 4 of Through the Eyes of a Child, which is a combination of my writing what my daughter was saying so many years ago when she was a child, and is when we lived in Hiroshima. So we had a lot of good memories there and a lot of cultural differences between her mother and father that kind of get highlighted. So, welcome to chapter 4. And I'm all bundled up right now because it's very cold in Shiga right now. Shiga, Japan. Oh, it snowed today. At any rate, here we go. Chapter 4, The Rice Fields. Gee, just a few weeks ago, it was so hot that I was splashing around naked in the Chuo Koen stream. Suddenly, it got so cold that we dug out the winter clothes. It was like Christmas for me, with all those bright colored, brand new clothes that my mom bought in America during our June trip. Mom always buys my clothes in America for the year. The few times I've seen her shop for clothes here, she just shakes her head in disbelief at the difference in the price. She says that usually you can count on prices being 3 times higher here, but sometimes even more than that. Which reminds me, my mom knew something was wrong when she saw 2 medium-sized mushrooms on a bed of pine needles for 40,000 yen, which is about 400 US dollars. But when she looked closer and found that the whole display was filled with equally high-priced mushrooms, she thought these people must be crazy. Well, now she's crazy. She loves matsutake mushrooms and puts them on the top of her birthday wish list every year. Have you ever seen a kotatsu? I hadn't either until this week. It's a low table with a light bulb underneath which gets hot. You put a blanket over the table that drapes to the floor. Then you put the second tabletop on the blanket. You sit up to the table on the floor and put your legs under the blanket and get your feet warm from the light bulb. My mom's first winter in Japan, many years ago, was so cold at night that she couldn't sleep. No matter how many blankets she used, she couldn't seem to get warm enough, so my dad gave her a kotatsu set and a futon and showed her how to sleep under the kotatsu. The lady downstairs said it was dangerous because of the heat bulb, but my mom was in heaven, completely warm and well slept. The house where my dad lived then was one of those old Japanese houses in the city where you can see the light coming through the cracks in the walls from the outside. One night he took the ice cubes out of the freezer in the kitchen and then forgot to put them back. The next morning they were on the counter, still frozen. Oh, you should have seen my mom working in the rice fields last month. We were up at my dad's hometown rice farm. They have a big, fancy rice harvesting machine that I climb around on when it is parked in the garage. But we still have to cut the rice in a path for the machine to get in and cut the places the machine can't reach. The machine swallows up the rice and spits the straw out in bundles and the rice out in bags. Amazing. Then we gather up 3 of the bundles and bundle those together using strands of rice straw and let them dry in the field. When they're dry, we bundle 7 or 8 of the earlier bundles with twine and truck them up to the barn for the cows to eat during the year. My mom was right out there working with the rest of the family, but it seemed that my grandma and grandpa didn't think she could do country work. I was busy playing in the straw with my cousins, but I saw my grandparents staring at my mom in amazement. The neighbors were watching her from their fields, too. They were all so surprised to see a foreign lady out there hour after hour working away. They kept telling her to sit down and rest, but I could see that my mom was really enjoying herself. She got sunburned, bitten by bugs, very dirty, and sore muscles, but she was so happy to be helping. And my dad's family looked very happy too. Okay, that is the end of that chapter, and I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back for the next chapter. Chapter 5. I'll be doing that soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.